welcome back to another series. So this time it's notebooks, the composition ones. So this is a dream I had a long time ago, back when Kathy was in her McCleany house. So I was wearing this dress, I think it's white. So my dream is up for today and decided to give me wings. My dreams are way crazier than you think. So this is my daddy here on the right. My mommy's here on the left. And then me's up in the air. I do have the ability to make first-person cameras. Werewolf transformations. So this is also in color. You do notice the brown patch and the black patch here. So they are called the Were-Coyote and the Black Wolf. Warning, I have bad writing and bad recording. So the reason why this is white is because I'm an albino werewolf. And what the albino werewolf does is it turns white, and it's one of the rarest werewolves around. Coincidentally, 1 out of 20,000. It's behind the winged werewolf, which is 1 out of 50,000. So this next story here, it's about a girl who's hiding her fairy wings, and then her backpack falls loose. Well, it's actually me pulling down her backpack. So I got real surprised that she was a real fairy. I disobey her command not to tell it everyone, and I get people to come look at her. What the fairy's expecting is people to kill her, but that's not going to happen because my stories are mostly not very violent. So I decided to take a sample out of her wings. And I transformed. You'd never guess what fairy I am until you find out. People are complimenting me like this girl here, saying I just look like a real fairy. Yes, I did feel magic in my veins. You did not notice this right here. I got a little hint. And I found out that I was a fairy too. Meanwhile, this girl transformed to the diamond fairy. And he got people to touch her. And I let her know about this. So this girl turned into the spade fairy. This girl turned into the clover fairy, which I don't exactly know. Oh, yeah, the club fairy. It looks more like a clover, though. So he really wants to study the powder. In that case, he's about to transform to a fairy and study his own powder. And that's when everyone got crazy and the story ended. So this one's balloon transformation. So you may notice these little things here. I think they're helium. There's a air pump here somewhere. But for right now, let's just pretend there's no air pump. You may notice black arms and some circles around here. And this girl has horns. And you may notice her eyes too. And here are a couple of characters that you may have heard or may not have heard. This, I have no idea why I came up with this idea. But I figured it's from that orange rectangle from the cut where the TV shows insulting. This next story here is a little something here. Yes, I am a fan of objects. And yes, I hate pepperoni. Almost 7 minutes. So this girl here is getting creative, turning into a nice paint girl and change of gender. This next story is wings. IDK. Just as I don't know where he went. Well, I had huge wings. And this person turned into an angel. And he turned into a goth dragon. You two damaged me to go back to the exit. That's why this is there. Let's put it this way. So, this angel decided to turn me into a dragon. And he turned into a dark angel, cursed angel. And that's when the story ends. Oh yeah. So there's this person who's practicing their floating lessons. I think it's supposed to be levitation lessons because it's flying without wings. And meanwhile, with me, I'm getting stronger. This is a nice looking guy here. Testing strength like usual. I know he looks ugly, that guy. This was based off a dream that I wanted to have. Oh, and I do have 3 cats. One is a black cat, one is a Siamese, and another is a really beautiful brown cat. So this story is about turning into a robot. And, well, as I know, Carol is the Siamese. the bees are not strong enough. So they decided to do a fun way. I have no idea what this thing is. And then, yes, it's Carol stuck up a tree. So robots may have this extension power along with the arms. I wish I could visit Carol again. I visit my mommy on the weekends, Friday I suppose. And that's the end of this story. This was based off a dream I had. So this guy is the fire. Turned into a nice fire lizard with horns. This guy's water turned into a mermaid. That's me, the electricity. And I turned into a nice electrode lizard, this time with no horns and a lot of veins. Now this one is the cold one, what did she say, Frost. And this guy is Magic. Oh, and I thought this guy was supposed to be a Dutch Angel Dragon. And that's the end of this story. Now, this was based off a subscriber special. I was watching subs, and I decided to move. That's when the transformation started. Well, you better find out. So, the number 5 had very small eyes and wide outstretched eyebrows. The number 7 had a specific mouth. And the number 3 had really tiny hands. And this is the combination. Another style TF. This is not the first time I had a style TF. I'm waiting for you. That's the results. Running out of pages. I know. The video is almost over. Stay tuned for the Halloween transformations coming soon. This is a little hint. This is a Fairy Glacial. And this is Flareon. Oh, these guys are based off Flareon, Glacian. This one's based off Sylvan. This one's based off Jolton. And I came up with this idea called Secret Aquatic Forms. It's where these little guys turn into mermaids with more fish features. This is me, a Secret Aquatic Form, and this is an OC I made up, Scratch Face. They all started when Scratch Face got scratched by a spirit bear, and that's when he got his powers. And he found it deep in the woods, where you might have guessed. And that is the end of this video. Subscribe for more. See ya.